ask you to be patient with us because there's a disconnect between what the website said starting time was gonna be and what the real starting time is gonna be. So the website said 6 o'clock. So the rules of engagement are we need to wait till 6 o'clock just in case somebody wants to come and participate. So be patient. We'll get started at 6 o'clock sharp and move right through. And 6 o'clock. You please rise. Thank you for coming. Karen, you lead us in invitation.
Let us bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity for us to come together. Please help us as we begin our meeting to make a decision and a guide based on your beliefs. Let us remember our leaders in this county and our nation. And in your name I pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Karen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We now have the reading and approval of the previous minutes.
Make a motion, we waive the reading of the minutes and accept as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there further discussion? All in favor, right hand, please. Motion carries. Thank you. We have no old business. We have some new business. The first one is RZ 190926, Scott and Cassidy, Maney.
Thank you. So I'm going to start by saying that I hereby incorporate the entirety of my office's file and video recording of the Planning Commission's hearing, including but not limited to all witness testimony, in order that this information be made part of the record and shall be available for the Board of Commissioners to review. I'm also going to add that all future development shall comply with all applicable codes to ensure that all residential structures on the property meet safety regulations to protect the health and welfare of surrounding residents. RZ 190226 is for Scott and Cassidy Maney. Their property is located at 146 High Meadows Lane. The request is to take the 3-acre portion of the 10.34 acre tract from estate residential to rural residential. That parcel number is 040032, and the intent is to allow for 2 additional home sites for family members. You can see on the map that it is, like I said, currently zoned estate residential, and they would like to take that upper right-hand corner to rural residential. The character area of this property is in the rural residential area. The staff recommends approval of the rezoning request for the 3 acres of the 10.34 acre tract identified as 042032. This change would reclassify the land from ER to RR on that 3 acre portion to facilitate the creation of 2 additional residential lots. The remaining 7.34 acres will retain its designation as estate residential. The site does fall within the rural development design area, which supports traditional rural character as a part of Pickens County. This area encourages low density single family residential development within both ER and RR land uses. You're welcome.
That was quick.
Thanks.
Maney, welcome. You were very anxious to get up here.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I see you've got a little one with you back there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Doing quite well.
Yes, sir.
Peaceful. You
Yes.
must be a good parent.
I hope so.
Okay. Tell us what we need to know that Ashley had shared with us, please.
Well, originally we had decided to take 3 acres out to sell. That's one reason last year. Well, it came up that my brother is having to get out of where he's at, and my mother-in-law is getting up in age, so she needs to be closer to family. So they're both wanting to put homes on our property.
So you're just gonna split them off for them to join you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Maney? Thank you, sir. I don't have anybody wanting to speak on this other than that. We don't have any speakers, do we?
Nope.
All right, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we take the office's recommendation and
Okay, we have a motion to accept the recommendation of the staff for approval. Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion carries. Mr. Maney, you know, we just make the recommendation, the commissioners make the final determination, but
Yes, sir.
I think you're in good shape. All right, we'll close that hearing and open a hearing on RZ. Mr. Maney, you can stay or leave, whatever you like to do, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Open a hearing on RZ 190931, Kevin Moss. Ashley?
Thank you. RZ 190931 is for Kevin Moss. The property is located at 2500 State Route 136 connector. The request is to take this 0.54 acre parcel from rural residential to highway business. The parcel number is 033-158. The intent is to take the existing structure and create a fruit stand. You can see behind you on the map, it's that little triangle piece that's outlined in blue on the right and left, and it is primarily surrounded by highway business and rural residential. It's in the crossroads community of Hinton. Recommendation is that staff recommends approving the rezone of the 0.54 acre parcel identified as 033-158 from RR to HB. The applicant intends to operate a fruit stand at the business at this location. The site is situated in the intersection of 53 and 136 and falls within the crossroads community of Hinton. This area serves as a rural village center that includes a mix of agricultural, low-intensity residential, and commercial uses.
Thank you. Mr. Moss, come forward, please. Thank you for your patience tonight.
You're welcome.
That's the finest looking picture of a fruit stand I have ever seen.
You like it?
You must have had, did you have something else in mind?
No.
Okay.
Not really. It was, I grew up there and it was Thomason's, Fred Thomason's all land. Harold probably knows. And the kids owned it. And I'm in the paving business in the county and I did a job for Judy Pinson. And I asked her about it and we worked out a little deal on it, so I cleaned it up. And that's about all the room I got to do anything with. I had enough room to do much, but it looks a lot better than it did.
That was very nice. You got
And my wife teaches school in the county, so she's retired, so she won't sell watermelons
Who's gonna be the farmer?
and pump. She is.
I've heard we've had a lot of folks come to us and tell us how hard it is to be a farmer this day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You gonna keep paving?
Time they got cows, so.
Okay.
I can't play much longer, I'm getting too old. Hard work.
Questions for Mr. Moss?
What kind of parking do you have for the,
I got a parking lot. It's probably 100 by 30.
so that will have just a regular busy Saturday morning?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that busy.
Okay, so like 10 cars could park there?
Oh, more than that, probably. You could
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
15 probably.
So the cars
In
wouldn't
the
just
parking
be
lot.
hanging off the road, they could,
Oh, no.
okay, cool.
And I got the stake, all that approved for the,
Yeah, I seen the picture, it looked like a neat little place, I
Yeah.
just couldn't really tell about the parking.
make it pave it. One day.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Further questions, Mr. Moss?
Where are you gonna get the produce?
All the local people that's got gardens, mainly, they're wanting to sell it to me or however work out a deal, but see how that goes. Don't know really till I get it started, how it'll work.
Your wife gonna raise pumpkins in the fall?
Yeah,
We'll know where to
you got a
go.
green thumb.
Very good. Further questions, Mr. Moss? All right, thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Moss. Do you have a motion?
I'll make a move, we accept this listed.
Okay. We have a motion to accept the staff's recommendation to approve Mr. Moss's change here from RR to HB. Is there a second?
I'll say.
Yes, second. Further discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll close that hearing and open a hearing on RZ 190932. Billy Lamb on behalf of David Gaddis.
Thank you. 190932 is Billy Lamb on behalf of David Gaddis. The property is located at Big Ridge Road. The request is to take a 34.74 acre parcel from ag to small ag. The parcel number is 016019, and the intent is to create 5 lots, or 5 acre lots to create a small subdivision. You can see it behind you on the map. It's surrounded by rural residential and suburban residential on the right, and then ag to the left, north and south. It is in the rural residential character area. The staff recommends approving this rezone of the 34.74 acre tract identified as parcel 016019 from ag to small ag. This rezoning will allow for the density of single-family dwellings on lots of 5 acres or more. The site is located within the rural residential area, which promotes agricultural use and a low-intensity rural character consistent with the surrounding area. The proposed use is expected to have no negative impact on the neighborhood, especially once the land has been subdivided into the lots ranging from 5 to 9 acres, as proposed.
Mr. Lamb, greetings, welcome.
Thank you.
So are you gonna be the builder?
No, so David's here too. He's the owner. We're partners, business partners, and we've done several projects together. But we would have a contractor that we've used before to do on several different projects.
And so what size house do you expect to construct?
Probably 2,000 square feet. Modern cabins is what we're looking to do. I've got a power.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
You're good.
Would you like the clicker?
You're okay. Just right there. Yeah. Okay. You can go to the next one. Here you.
So are these rentals?
No, sir. These will be to sell.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep. So this slide's just kind of going over what Ashley's already sort of discussed, what we're wanting to do. 5 acres. There would be 2 lots that would be 5 acres, and then a 7, and a 9. And so what we told the surveyor when he just did some preliminary work on it is, we want the best buildable lots that we could get. And so it would actually, the area, assuming it could go small ag, you could get, more lots than we're trying to do, but he says these would be good lots, and that's what we're after. It's a good product. If you move the next one. This is the proposed plat of the lots that we're looking at. Like I said, 5 to 9 acres. And you can go to the next one. And this is the modern cabin. This is sort of what we're talking about doing. Creating something that would be a nice home for somebody, and they, have some elbow room and, larger tracks. We've talked to everybody or several people up here, and trying to get a feel for, what the county's wanting to do, and because we're wanting to go with the flow and not be, we want to be on the team and do what, the county's trying to do. And so they're telling us that the bigger tracks is, attractive, and that's kind of what people are wanting. So we're trying to provide.
A lot of folks come to Pickens County because of the wide open spaces.
That's right.
So how far off the road are you gonna be setting these?
The right of way is 80 feet, so that would be a minimum. It would differ from lot to lot. So one thing, it's on a ridge, and so there's a view. So we wouldn't want to go really a whole lot further down the hill than we had to, just because
Sure. Construction
we're wanting
costs.
to utilize the view.
And that's a nice view out there.
Yes, sir.
So what do you expect to go to market for the lot and the house?
So in the sixes, if nothing crazy happens.
Nothing crazy.
Right. Things change, you know, I mean, prices, we know they can go up and down, but, you know, assuming everything kind of, nothing.
Okay. Further questions, Mr. Landon?
Are you putting, what, 5 driveways on that section of the road?
Yes, ma'am. Each one would have its own frontage on the Big Ridge Road.
Water, what, are you drilling wells? Are you tapping into the?
Probably drill, there's water to, on Big Ridge, there's water to Damascus, and that's where it stops. And so we're about a half a mile, you know, past there, so, I mean, more than likely it would just be wells, yes.
How deep do wells have to be in that area?
Well, there's a wide range there, you gotta go until you get the volume of water that you're wanting. And, you know, when you ask the well people, they will guarantee nothing. And so, you know, all they tell you is what the charge is per foot. So I hope not real deep, but.
I'm 350 feet and it looks like this. The water that we get, it's high concentration of clay components.
Okay.
And, but because the formations out there are not conducive to good water, and that's been the case all the way out. Everybody I've talked to out there, so.
Okay,
So you're gonna have to go real deep.
real deep, okay.
Yeah, Larry lives on.
Okay. I know the last well we dug was 700 feet, but
That's probably about the range you're gonna have to go.
that's what, okay.
What does the well driller charge per foot?
You know, I don't remember what it is per foot. I know, he told me the last well I had, he said count on 15 to 20,000. And the well we had, it ended up being 12,000. So,
In the range.
yeah, it was in the range, yeah.
Further questions for Mr. Landon?
Would you not come out about as good to run county water on out there too? It would be the real,
Very well might be. Would be very interested in that if they would do it.
Are the lines, it's my understanding on that road that maybe the water lines going out to Damascus would not be large enough to add on to?
It's 3 inches.
Yeah.
It's a 3-inch line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the volume is gonna be a challenge.
Well, Philip Dean is the man to talk about water, so.
Yes, sir.
Further questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Landon.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Do I have a motion?
Motion to accept the recommendation of staff.
We have a motion to accept. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Further discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you, sir. We'll close that hearing and open a hearing on RZ 190933, Jimmy Cagle. Actually,
Thank you. RZ 190933 is for Mr. Jimmy Cagle. His property is located at Highway 53 West. The request is to take it from ag to highway business and small ag. So there's a half acre that would be going to highway business if approved, and the remaining will go to small ag to be conforming. That parcel number is 032-063-001. And the intent is to sell 0.5 acres to the neighboring highway business lot that Mr. Newsom owns. It's existing, it's under development currently, but it can't move forward until they purchase a portion for their septic field. So this is to facilitate that septic install so they can continue construction on that lot. And it's also to correct the current non-conforming status of ag. When the property, the Highway 53 in front was widened several years back, it actually was initially above 10 acres, and after the widening of the highway, it reduced it to below 10 acres to the 9.35. So you can see behind you, again, I don't have it up there, but right here is where that half acre is gonna come out at to be sold to highway business lot, and that will be combined in the process. The character area is rural residential, and staff recommends rezoning the 0.5 acre portion of the 9.35 acre tract from ag to highway business, and that the remaining 8.85 acres would be designated as small ag. The property is identified as 032063001. The purpose of that half acre is to facilitate the sale to the neighboring property, which is already zoned for the highway business, to accommodate that septic system. The remaining portion, like I previously stated, would be taken to small ag to make sure everything's conforming.
Thank you. Mr. Cagle,
Yes, sir.
thank you for your patience.
I'm used to it.
Good for you. Good for you. So you're a good neighbor.
Yes, maybe.
So, is it just gonna be for the drain field?
He said he probably needs it maybe for his safety system.
Okay.
It's, actually, there's 2 rezonings here, and like she said, one of them, it should have already been, the 9.3 acres should have been already down to small agriculture back with the highway took part of the land.
Okay.
So we had to go into small ag, and he already had his, that highway business, so he said he would like to have a half acre of that land, so he would be sure to have his septic system, tank, whatever he needed, enough room for it.
I see. Okay.
That's about all I know about it.
Well, you are a good neighbor.
Thank you.
Questions? Mr. Cagle? All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry that Pat had to leave us, but she didn't bring her water, Ashley.
I know, I saw that. She
didn't
normally
bring her
has it.
water because we were gonna start at 5:30 and she
I know.
wasn't to eat.
She didn't think she was gonna have to cough till after.
Just a side note there.
Get it.
All right, do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we approve and accept the recommendation.
We have a motion to accept the recommendation of the staff. Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Public comments? Any public comments? Any board comments? Our next meeting, we have 4, is that right, or 5?
Yes, there's 4.
5.
5. Just kidding.
5, okay. And we're gonna get those out
Yep.
first
I'm
of
ready.
First of the
In the
week.
next 2 weeks,
Good.
we have,
Let's see. We'll welcome Molly. Molly, are you a permanent replacement for our previous?
I believe so, yes.
So we burned him out, or?
We're constantly shifting things around in the office to accommodate scheduling, so
Okay.
that's all.
Well, you're very pleasant. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. Sorry for making everybody wait for 30 minutes today.
Oh, yeah, a little detail there.
I
But
took
we're gonna
grand
have-
entrance,
we're
just stay on the
gonna have
balcony
that.
for longer.
We are gonna have that addressed.
we are. We'll be prompt on 5:30 next month.
And the editor's here, so
Yeah,
we're gonna hold your feet to the fire.
yeah.
Very good. So the director is not here.
He is not.
Does the assistant director have any comments?
She does not.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you all very much.